What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zay, and this is Zay's Way, which is the only way that you can do here on YouTube. And look, I'm back with another video. Check me out, check me out. The video, I know you read the title, so you know it's a reaction. We're gonna be reacting to The Ocean is Way Deeper Than You Think. Now, I know the ocean is really deep, and I know like water takes up most of the earth or whatever, but the video looked interesting. The thumbnail caught my eye's attention, so I said, hey, let's watch it, man. You know what to do. Remember to like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We getting up there. And make sure you follow me on all my social media links. They will be in the description down below. Make sure you especially follow me on IG at Zaypreme. That's XAYPREME. And tell me the next videos I should react to. It's some prank ideas. I already recorded a prank and it went crazy. I'm gonna save that video for some special time or something, because I know it's gonna blow up. Because all I do is what? I post bangers. But without further ado, let's just get into this reaction, man. Run that intro.
Rosie, they come with umbrellas. 2018 in that Porsche Corolla. Rats in a quarter ounce. 2 accounts. Lock them out. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize. If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep. 3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though.
Okay. We knew that. We're scholars. We knew that.
Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human. This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant. And this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving. A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water. Just slightly deeper than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression.
Wait, but isn't like the
But that didn't stop a man named Mitch to a...
Isn't like the longest like deep sea dive was like 1,000 and something meters? I don't know. Let's continue.
Accomplished the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
214.
This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath. But a little further down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf-class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person, or the penguins, would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths, at 830 meters, would be the height of the
your head would be smashed in.
The tallest building in the world. Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone. Light from the surface can no longer reach beyond this point, so the rest of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness. On top of that, the water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down at 1,828 meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted.
But if no one's ever been down there, how do they find these animals?
Darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight. A little further down at 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths.
Jeez.
The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms.
Have they caught one of these
the size
before?
Of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles.
Hold on,
So
pause.
yeah.
It just said their eye is as big as a dinner plate. A dinner plate. That must mean the animal is huge.
Good luck with that down there. Way further down at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past that,
It's
at
not that
4,000
far.
meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the
Jeez.
ocean. Water pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fangtooth, anglerfish,
Oh,
and
that's the fish that's in
viperfish.
Dory.
Down at 4,267
You know the
meters is
Finding
the average
Nemo?
depth
Let's
of the
keep
ocean where
swimming.
you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this. At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck sunk during World War II, and way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself. The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp, or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
Pause.
Down at these depths,
First of all, they don't know what they're talking about because personally, I've done it before. I've carried 50 planes on my back. JetBlue, their name used to be Jet Zay, but you know, the copyright issues and stuff. So
you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic.
That's how they found
Way
all
further
this
down
stuff.
at 8,848 meters below the surface,
animals
we have
never try to,
arrived
like,
at the
eat
height
it?
of Mount Everest, where to be upside down and placed underwater. And then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea Challenger mission.
So
The
he
deepest
made
point
it
in
all
the
the way
ocean
down
yet
there?
reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine. It
How
took
long?
them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for
5
20 minutes before a
hours?
window cracked and they began to resurface. Just a bit further down from there, at
5 hours just to get
10,972
there. That's
meters,
not even the
we reach
bottom.
the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at. Finally, when we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map, just
Of
about
the known
300
ocean,
kilometers
so there's
southwest
probably
of
places
Guam
that they
Island.
haven't even discovered.
However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the
See?
ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet. It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to
5%?
be currently a mystery. It may be only
Bro,
a
that's
matter of time before
a
an even
lot.
deeper part of our ocean
I mean,
is
5%
found.
is not a lot
and
at all.
Who knows what we may discover
Not even
there.
10 out of.
So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to stay up to date with the videos in the
Jeez. Bro, that's crazy. I didn't even know the ocean was that deep. Like, I know the ocean is deep because I'm like 10 feet 6 inches, and sometimes, you know, in the ocean, like when you go swimming at the beach, my feet don't even touch the floor, which means that it's bigger than 10 feet. That's obvious. I didn't know it's talking about 10,000 meters. Meters is way bigger than feet, first of all, but still, that's crazy. But if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like this video. Make sure you follow me on IG, which will be right here. That's XAYPREME at Zaypreme. And you already know what's going on, man. This is Zay's way, which is the do it with me only way that you can do here on YouTube. But guess what? I'm out.
Free band. I blow a band today. I don't do nothing for